little summer vacation town of Saranda in Albania. Again, summer vacation town.
We want to say a massive thank you to both Hrovre as well as Jason and Dawn for joining us over on Buy Me a Coffee. Your support really means the world to us, and if you want to find out more information about what we're talking about, you can just follow the link in the description below. Okay, where were we?
It is currently the middle of winter.
There are literally snow-capped mountains. We can see snow.
So we have chosen the worst time to come and visit this place, but that is 100% our fault. So just take everything we say today just with a little pinch of salt.
We're Sarah and Marek, amateur backpackers who somehow managed to travel around Europe for a whole year for under $10,000. From working on sailboats to hitchhiking across 3 countries, our budget travels have been anything but boring. We're about to start a trip through the infamous Balkans, 8 countries in 6 weeks. Can we do it? Subscribe to find out.
Because we're here in the middle of winter, pretty much everything is closed. There are actually some really cool and unique activities to do here, but nothing is running at the moment. So for today, we want to find some good Albanian food to eat, give you guys a bit of an update on our Balkans trip and how it's going so far, and give you our final thoughts on Albania before we leave tomorrow. More on all of this after the break. Cringe! Local grocery store we've been using during our stay here, and something we've noticed is the fruit and veg is all so fresh and really good quality. I mean, just come look at the size of this pumpkin. Look at these things. They are humongous. Marek, do you see that?
It's still early, and what we've seen, there's only one real way to start the day in Albania. Oop.
If you don't trip and fall first.
Something I really noticed here in Albania compared to the other Balkan countries that we traveled through so far is that people enjoy espressos rather than a Turkish coffee. And cafes just like this one, it's not uncommon to open at like 6 o'clock in the morning. And I saw this firsthand because the other morning when we were leaving Berat, I was running around at 6:30 in the morning trying to find an ATM to pay for the bus, and all the cafes were packed with people. And generally when you have the espressos as well, you get them in like these little paper cups. I think it's pretty authentic. It's pretty cool. Yo, black and bitter. It's really nice. It's really smooth. It's hectic.
Turkish coffee or espresso?
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to go with it. Turkish coffee for me. So a little bit of an update as to how Balkans trip is going. So we are currently on week 3 and we are in country 3 of 8. I've already forgotten what I'm saying. And honestly, we are starting to feel the effects of it a little bit. We've been jumping from hostel to hostel and just recording more videos in a single period than what we've ever recorded before. So we are starting to feel a bit tired. But that's exactly why we've set out on this trip, and to challenge ourselves to do something that we've never done before.
So today we could have actually made a mission and gone to find some of the things that there are to do here in Sarande, because there are things that you can still do in winter time. But we felt like taking the day to just be by the coast, enjoy it, take it all in, eat some delicious Albanian food, and just take it slow for the day.
Okay, but I think it's time that we hit up our next restaurant. Hit up, I don't know. That's too much.
Hit up!
Hit up our next restaurant. It's time to You're gonna
Let's go get
food.
some food. It feels so good to be here today. Marek and I both grew up in coastal cities in South Africa, so being by the sea kind of feels like home. And we've got such beautiful weather today. The sun is making it so warm. It's making my heart very happy. Seen anything like that? I think they use it for people to get into the boats, and it's from the beach. I've never seen anything like that. According to Marek, that's a diving block. I have no idea what that thing is, but if you know, please do let us know in the comments.
You can definitely go and jump off that. Go straight into the water. It's really nice. A hand-painted sign. Like, feels so authentic.
How can you tell?
You can see the lines there that a person's used to like make sure that it's straight and stuff, and here's little outlines. It's really cool. You can even just feel the paint as well.
Wow.
Just walked the entire length of the beachfront, and unfortunately all the restaurants are either closed or quite expensive, which is to be expected because they're in prime position right on the water. So we're going to head a little further into the city centre to see if we can find somewhere a little bit more budget friendly. About to eat something pretty crazy. This is probably the most adventurous dish that we've eaten so far on our travels. It is something called Pace Koke. I think it's pronounced like that. Direct translation, head meat stew. Now when we were doing research into the different foods that you should try here in Saranda, this is one of the top suggestions. Reading the description of it, it's basically just a head that's been boiled, and the meat that kind of falls off the bones is what's put into the soup. It's got a really funky smell, no lies, it smells really interesting. I'm a bit nervous. We're both a bit nervous.
Okay, let's do this. Are you ready?
I'm getting like goosebumps.
You're psyching yourself up.
I am. It's actually really nice. The meat is really soft. There's some cauliflower in it as well. It's got a really rich flavor, but the thought of what you're eating, I think the biggest suggestion, don't think, just eat, because it's really nice, but the thought of it does give you a bit of grolls.
I don't know if I believe you. Does it really taste nice?
It's really nice.
Don't think about it too much.
Don't think, just eat. fatty piece. Oh, I'm trying so hard not to think. It's so hard. It is good. It is good. You have to give it to it. It is really good. But again, don't think. Just eat.
Okay, Marek, I'm taking your advice. Not thinking. While simultaneously trying to find a not so fatty piece. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. That was a super fatty piece. I don't think this is something you could eat and mistakenly think that it's just normal. So there's a definite taste and smell to it that tells you that it's a little something a little different. It's not bad, I can just tell that it's not normal meat.
We almost forgot, the lady who brought it to us told us that you need to have it with a little bit of lemon juice and a little bit of pepper. So I'm going to add it in and see if it changes it somewhat. I'm not too sure how much to add in, so... Ooh!
Whoa.
That might be a bit much, I'm not sure. Pepper? I just love a little bit of pepper. Ooh! Pepper's just clapped me up the nose.
Nicer?
Yeah, it does. It changes it quite drastically, really. It makes it, can I say, a whole lot more palatable? It feels like it almost changes the texture, it changes the flavour. This is actually, if you're going to get it, this is a really good move. Lemon juice, pepper. That's a winner. That's good.
Thank you. Bye-bye. I can't quite believe what we just ate. We definitely did not set out with the intention to eat that this morning. We were actually looking for fish, but we knew about that dish, and when we saw it on the menu, we just thought, let's go for it. But you ate more than me, so how are you feeling?
I won't lie, I've got a bit of a strange aftertaste in my mouth now. It's not the best aftertaste, but I'm quite proud of us for
Trying
eating
it.
You know, I felt like we had a little bit of a, we dived into the culture a bit deeper.
Definitely. Was to try some seafood, and we have just got some seafood risotto. This looks amazing, and apparently it's very highly recommended to try this if you're ever in Sarande. It's hot. Wow, that's really good. Super flavorful. I'm sure there's quite a bit of lemon in here. It's got a nice light lemony flavor. I'm loving all the textures going on with all these different ingredients. Really good.
I want to learn how to make risotto one day, and if I can make it as good as this, I'll be very happy. We know quite a few people who eat the shell. Like, they don't peel the shell off to get the meat, they eat the meat with the shell. I've tried that a few times, but look, it's not for me, hey? So I'll just try it anyway. Oh, here goes nothing. I can't do the shells. Prawn's really good, but I can't do the shell. Really good risotto, but to end the day, we need something to wash it down. Yeah. Look at this cool bottle. Kocha Dark. Oh, hot damn.
That was a good choice.
That is really good.
Yum!
So our final and honest thoughts on Albania.
Landscape-wise, Albania is beautiful. We didn't even see everything that there is to see here, but literally the drive from Berat to Sarande was so scenic. Crystal clear blue waters, mountains. It was just really beautiful to look out the window of the bus and see that.
And it's not like we even did anything crazy or went anywhere crazy to see it all. It's literally just traveling from one city to the next, and it's there next to the highway. You're just blown away by what you see in this country. It's crazy.
Albanian food is so good. Now I'm not necessarily including the head meat stew we ate today. That's something on its own, but in general the food here is really good.
Not just in terms of the locals as well. They're all so friendly, so kind. Everybody just greets you with this massive smile and all just make you feel so welcome into their country. But for some reason I just haven't found a connection with the country. I don't know why, but I just don't feel that connection to Albania the way that I have with previous countries.
It's definitely a different feel when you're here in the low season. It's almost like the locals just aren't expecting tourists. So they're all just carrying about their normal lives, really friendly and really nice. And when they realize that you are a tourist, they're even friendlier to you because they're like surprised, like, whoa, what are you doing here? And so happy to see you. So that aspect has been nice. It's been nice to experience this country when it's in such a low season and there aren't so many people around.
Now when it comes to the budget friendliness of Albania, this is without a doubt the most budget friendly country that we've been to so far. It used to be Georgia, but Albania has just slipped into first place. And for example, the accommodation that we're staying in at the moment, it is the single best accommodation that we have stayed in during our entire travel so far. And you'll be pretty surprised at the price that we're paying per night. So what does €11.50 a night get you in Saranda, Albania? Well, firstly, you see this whole veranda slash building that you can see? That's all ours. That wasn't a good sound. One thing we forgot to mention, that over there is Greece. And that brings our time in Albania to a close. Tomorrow we're heading out to North Macedonia and we've got a bit of a biggie ahead of us. We're leaving at about 8:30 tomorrow morning and we should arrive at about 11:30 tomorrow evening. We're not looking forward to that one.
Thank you so much for joining us and we hope to see you in the next one.
Welcome to the beach? Coastal? Coastal summer vacation. I enjoy the grains and the grains. The granulars. Oh my goodness, it's getting worse. Really good risotto. But to end the day.
To end the day off.
End the day.